can't run, I can't hide from no nigga, no. I still wanna take my mama to the Poconos. Gotta buy on a house, $1 million road. Played it fair with these niggas, put me in a hole. I got scars, I'm still healing, don't nobody know. I've been living independent, beefing with my bro. It ain't even about the money, it's the principle. They say blood a little thicker, I ain't feel it though. I got problems on my handle, I'm a grown man. I don't wanna murder nothing, use the wrong hand. Niggas put you in your feelings, playing like your friend. She been rocking hard body, say she not a fan. Malibu, pick a beach, meet me on the sand. I got flights chasing heights, I don't wanna land. Shit really hit different, niggas understand. But you should never make a statement on another man. Judge give a life sentence, make you understand. I can make 100 million sticking to the plan. 20,000 on my watch, 20 in my pants. Like a nigga hit a lick, do my money dance. Everything independent, needed in advance. Big sad motivation, I've been in a trance. Take a picture of me ballin', niggas in the stand. I've been making niggas bitter, they don't stand a chance. I can't run, I can't hide from no nigga, no. I still
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy, Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy, Young and Jefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other. The recipient of Hot Topic is Hoover Gumby again. So it looked like we on a Hoover Gumby marathon, because I think this is my third one on Hoover Gumby, and they say the third time's a charm. So y'all know, as y'all been seeing, he went up there, had that interview with Adam22. He took a sip of that Hennessey and started spinning. He was on one, jumping all over the place. Overall, his message was to press and ask why the Hoovers ain't in the dough, why they ain't getting they just due. Amongst all that, as I'm gonna say again, he was all over the place, jumping from subject to subject to subject. A lot of stuff was said. So, you know the young Hef came up. The Hef came up a few times. Came up one time, Adam was like, hey man, well it ain't just all Hoovers in here, you know. I mean, it ain't just all neighborhoods in here, you know, we got Jefe here. He like, well, you know, that's now. But I want a Hoover in here. You need to have a Hoover in here. So, one of the supporters, man, you know they had to send me the clip. I get the clip. The clip is of him and Adam22 talking. And amongst this clip, my name came up again pertaining to the situation with the guy. The guy know all who I'm talking about. I know we had the situation. I try to cut it short, be curt with it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of it, what we own though, that was that. So, what I'm perceiving from what Gumby is telling Adam, I could be tripping, but this is what I'm reading, and this is just my opinion. It felt like he's saying that he would have handled the situation different if it was him, if he was Young and Jefe. But see, that's the thing. He's Gumby, and I'm Aunt Jefe for a reason. But what we don't want to get misconstrued, and ain't never been misconstrued, is that I'm G.O. I definitely go. I don't go for the chats. I don't go for social media. I don't care about none of that. I go in real life. Proven fact. Now, however, I don't even want to hold you guys any longer. We're going to get into the content so we can see what Gumby said. And you already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
You are enabling these people to create stories. Because see, now the atmosphere in the county jail is that everybody's on edge. Niggas don't know if I get down with this nigga, if he finna stab me, or what.
But don't you think that if I stopped doing podcasts, that the climate would be exactly the same? Because people are still going to want to have these conversations with people like 4Extra. If anything, I feel like I'm probably more restrained than a lot of other people who might be doing this kind of content.
I agree, because see, they all they all just up and coming. You're big time. This no jumper on Hoover though. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying to you is that you should have some type of ethical code to say, wait a minute, guys. Because see, what they say and do out here, these little kids in the streets, is acting upon. And you are facilitating the bullshit.
I think a more realistic narrative is that I'm giving people opportunities in media to make a living doing something legal.
Let me explain something to you. See, that's the
and they can really talk about whatever they want.
Exactly, but this is the thing though. That's what I'm saying. That's what comes in the bias part. Come in. If you're not biased, they're not supposed to say certain shit. They're not supposed to be able to say certain shit or talk about certain shit because you're not biased. You're not for the gays or against the gays. You're not biased. So therefore, you're not going to let the gays talk about the straights and the straights talk about the gays. You're not going to do that because you're biased. You're not doing that. You're not doing that.
But I'm letting whoever wants to talk. I mean, I'm not like, if anything, I would say I'm pretty loosey-goosey with who I let on the podcast.
What that mean?
I let a lot of people on. I have more of an open door policy than most people who do podcasts that are this size, you know? Like if somebody reached out and said, hey, someone just told a story about me on the podcast. I really want to get my side out there. I mean, there's a pretty decent chance that we're going to be like, all right, let's do it.
I mean,
we've definitely done so in the past.
Well, you probably to be more selective. And that's another thing I was getting to. You know what I'm saying? This whole King Pill shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We were texting each other back and forth from that. You know what I'm saying? And that whole little situation made a few people upset.
Which part?
From the beginning to the end, it's all been messy, bro. All been messy. Like
me bringing up the fact that he censored out the gang disses from his song in front of somebody who is from one of the gangs that would be offended by one of those terms.
See, y'all play a lot of games and y'all put a lot of people in the spot, right? Let me explain something to what you did to that man, right? You just made him sacrifice the life that he's living right now for your views.
King Pill.
Hell no.
And Jefe.
And Jefe.
But what is he sacrificing in his life? He doesn't seem too bothered.
Well, I understand. See, he's very professional.
Right.
And he keep it clean. I know him. I know of him. I'm saying through a few other homies over here I know. Right? So he keeps it professional. But see, that's to say, he was a professional. This dude just disrespected his neighborhood and said, no, I didn't mean you. For me, personally, that ain't gonna be good enough.
Right. But I mean, I was really asking him about removing it from the song, which if anything,
so you
is kind of an olive branch, right?
Not even, not at all. Not at all. Because you brought it up. You brought it up.
And had already talked about it on his channel and made a video saying that they had a conversation. So I figured that they were on good terms.
You figured without checking? I keep telling you, checking ain't cheating. It's only cheating if you ain't checking.
It was in the middle of a 4-hour live stream.
4-hour live stream? About what?
I mean, we do it over and over and over every week.
I'm saying, but what do you talk about on this live stream?
What's going on in the culture? What's going on in our lives?
What's going on in gang culture?
Rap music,
gang culture.
Gang shit,
I'm saying,
shit,
so why are you so concentrated on gangs? Like, what's that about?
It's a big part of hip hop.
All right, look, what's the good old deal? So look, y'all basically heard what Gumby had to say, right? So, as I said before, during this whole interview, Gumby was all over the place. He had that Hennessey in his system, you know, and you could say, you know, he spoke how he felt and spoke his truth. They say that drink is a truth serum. He on Adam about the way that Adam22 podcast is, the way he allowed things to go down, the people he allowed up there, the things that have happened and stuff like that. He calling them out on everything. Everything he got a problem with, he calling them out. So amongst him calling Adam out on how he conduct himself, my name come in equation pertaining to this fiend situation. So, being that he's speaking on this situation, I'm pretty sure that he's seen the clip. Now, he tell Adam that you made Aunt Jefe sacrifice himself. Adam like, huh? Sacrifice himself. Sacrifice himself in what way? What form? What fashion? Or this is what you reading from the comments and you taking what the comments saying and forming your own opinion with the comments and feeling the same way? Or is this what you really think? All your time in jail, gang banging, meeting the different characters, knowing the different characters, hearing of the different characters, and as you say, that you know of me through people from my side, and there's people from your side that know me as well. And one thing, let's not get misconstrued, please, ever, that ain't one situation you can point out that I've ever allowed any disrespect. I've always been on G.O. Always been on go mode. For sure, for sure. So, I'm comfortable with the way that I handled things, and the way that I handled that situation was proper. And I know it was proper because my G's before me and elder bros tapped in and was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Salute. You handled that as you were supposed to. I wasn't seeking any refuge. I wasn't seeking any counsel. I wasn't expecting anybody to even tap in to let me know how I conducted myself. However, I'm trying to figure out where I was sacrificed at, or where the sacrifice come in at. Now, I get where he going as far as being on Adam top, saying Adam trying to start stuff, and why would you even ask that question to put this person in a position, in or situation, which Adam was trying to corner King Pill, but in him trying to corner King Fiend Pill, it would definitely put me in a situation. So, Gumby say that he would have handled it a different way, and that my hood was dissed. So, of course, being that I'm a trade, of course, if you say that rap word, that is how you diss ETG. However, along with me in that word, you have other branches and sets who also are disrespected by that word because their hood or Trey times or have a Trey in their hood. Now, this is the conclusion I would like to make, because basically, let's just put it out there, what he is saying is that my set was basically dissed, and I let somebody tell me that they wasn't talking about my set. And if it was him, he would have did something different to handle the situation differently. I love these type of situations where people always say what they would have did in a situation that they wasn't in. So, of course for him, if he was put in this situation, he would have had no choice but to act. Because it'd be foolish and or stupid of him to be in a room with somebody that dissed Hoover and try to tell him that, oh no, I was talking about the Hoovers in Memphis, the Hoovers in Texas, or I was talking about the Hoovers in Alaska, not the Hoovers in LA. We don't beef with the Hoovers in LA, we beef with them Hoovers. Hoover is Hoover. So of course, in a situation like that, you have to handle your business. And as you may and will handle your business, Gumby, and I'm pretty sure it will be a time that come when you can show out and handle your business and show the world what you about, instead of hopping on camera with Adam speaking on it. Now, let me say this. It's different if this dude, let's just say was from New York, he was a blood from New York, and he dissed A-Trey. He said that T-word, and I was in the room with him. Or let's just say, wherever A-Trey at, because it's A-Trey in many states. Let's just say he was from a blood hood, or So you from a blood set and you diss. And I happen to come in the room with Adam. I've heard of this before, never heard of the song, but I've heard of the derogatory lyric that's supposed to have been inserted in this song. I've also heard, because people like to gossip and talk, that this lyric was took out the song because other dudes that was on the song made it a political matter and basically was like, hey, look, bro, we not even trying to be on a song with this, associated with that, because we from over here in this different demographic area, and it's dudes that you disrespect by saying that same word. So he took it out of his song. We there on stage with Adam. Adam bring it up. So when Adam bring it up, I'm listening to it, and as for the 100th time, I don't know if Gumby heard it, but if he need to hear it, he can hear it again. You expect members to hold themselves at accountability. See, everybody want to come at Adam and, oh yeah, Adam, you started it, but you expect members to hold accountability, because if that was me, I would have shut the whole situation down from the jump. Like, hey, look, that's been took out, as you said. That was not aimed towards anybody in this room. I'm from a whole different demographic area, and that's what that was. It got nothing to do with nobody here, and we not even about to talk about that, to where the other dude would have respected it. But being that the topic and subject was going to linger on, that's what made me insert myself in the fashion that I inserted myself and still shut it down. So I'm not understanding what you not understanding. If this man is making it be known, like, hold on, yeah, I'm not even talking about these dudes. It's some dudes in my area from a different gang that happens to have the same disrespectful term that this gang in LA do. Hispanic gangs have the same term to disrespect their gang, certain Hispanic gangs. The thing is, you can't disrespect Hoover and be told that I wasn't talking about this Hoover. I'm from 83rd Street. Point blank, period. If a gang that I don't go at it with is dissing his rival, and it just happened to be that same word, and our gangs are nowhere in the same proximity, you will use logic on a situation like this. Like, hey, yeah, I understand y'all not dissing the set, but we not about to hear that word, period, or when you around me. So that's the situation there. You can't get past that. You know what I'm saying? If you diss Hoover, you diss Hoover. That's just what it is. You can't say, oh, I was talking about the Memphis Hoovers, as well as A-Trade. And that word is a universal word to just District 3, period, sir. So, you know, you handle your situation how you feel the need to handle your situations. And Jefe gonna handle his like he handle his, and always stand on business. And with that being said, I'm gonna conclude that part there. It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. It don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, it'll bring you mail.
Keeping it real and showing love, absolutely free. Still some of the hardest shit for a lot of you bitch ass niggas to do. So if you ain't a bitch ass nigga, let me see you keep it real and show me some love and share this post right here, cake ass nigga.